Fuck, I forgot the name of that species already.
Drill.
Wasn't it that the...
Drill! Yes. Holy Drill, are you serious?
Sure. Yeah.
God, you guys were... Wow.
VIII-IX?
Well...
Rail takes off his hat in commemoration. Which is funny, because he's not wearing one, but there it is.
He takes
Wait,
out a hat. He puts it on.
Wait. Was Space Wasps a Futurama reference? I
Yes.
think it was.
Yes.
Okay.
He totally missed it.
Crossing all the streams tonight. Wow, well that's a real pity. I hope the eggs didn't burst out their eyeballs inside the ship.
You got a pretty vivid imagination on you there, Heavy Gan.
It's what I do. I make dreams a reality. That's how I like to see things.
I see. So can you make our dream a reality?
What's your dream?
Boswell,
Yeah.
can we just come clean and tell this guy?
Yeah,
I've been trying to
have
do
some
that
of
for the
this,
past 5 minutes.
Have some of this tea. Number 2, bring some of that tea over. Let's all drink some tea.
I am so not drinking anything.
No?
Not from this place.
So, what we're looking for, it's basically a little pyramid. It looks pretty fancy.
Pyramid?
Cube.
A cube, you know, three-dimensional
All that you
shape.
The Sith ones are pyramids.
Yeah, well, now you know Bosmo's secret, okay? Jeez.
Oh shit! He's Ezra.
Yeah, it's a little cube. It's got, you know, like metal bits around the edges. Might be glowing a bit. You haven't happened to see that anywhere. We heard it was in the area.
Wait. So let me get this straight. You come in first. You ask about artifacts from a temple,
Religious
the
artifacts.
old kind.
Sort of, yeah.
Now you're asking for a cube,
Yep.
an old cube.
Yeah, an old cube. Looks fancy.
Fancy. Does it do anything in particular?
I don't know. Does it? He says, looking at the others.
It's got a tiny man inside. I know
What?
that. Yeah,
How
tiny man.
how does the man survive?
Very
Well-
carefully, I assume.
I think he's a hologram.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, does like someone's memory box,
Yeah, it's a memory box.
or a holocube,
That's exactly it.
like like a Jedi one.
I don't know about that.
I
That would be a very dangerous type of artifact to be trading in, wouldn't it? Bosmo says.
definitely would. It's not the kind of stuff I like my guys dealing with because it brings some attention if things go pear-shaped.
So if such an object existed in your possession, it would be in your best interests for someone to take it away, wouldn't it?
Well, for a fair and equitable price, certainly.
Of course, of course.
Anyway, I guess I can check the ledges for you.
That would be greatly appreciated.
I might have an idea, but let me check the ledges. Just bear with me for a moment.
Sure. Bosmo says,
So Heavy Hand's
glancing
gonna-
around. Glancing
Heavy
around at
Hand-
McGruff with a significant look. I hope somebody is paying attention to make sure he's not about to call the entire Imperial garrison look.
Yeah,
Pulling
you
a
said they grew
Drax.
fatter.
I
Drax.
somehow made him bigger.
God, he's just growing fatter with every step.
No!
He just rides that ship like it's a speeder.
Yeah, he's gonna ride it like it's a Veritech fighter.
He's one of those...
What?
He's like one of those werewolf dudes where they're like a tiny little dude, but then like a huge werewolf, except he starts out as a big guy and then just gets bigger.
It gets tinier and tinier. The more energy he spends. All right, so he's walked away if you guys want to discuss anything at this point.
I don't know how well this is going, Cosmo admits.
I'm sure we're doing fine. It looks like we're doing real good.
Do you think he's
Okay,
about to
nobody's
call the
shot at us
Imperials?
yet.
We're not dead. That land brings a good point. We're not dead, so that's good. It's good to not be dead.
Am I
That
the only
is
one
true.
worried about that?
No.
No, I'm pretty worried about it too. He seemed to know me pretty well, and I have no idea who he is.
See any exits you might be able to make
There's
a break
that-
for?
There's probably these huge ass shutters that are over here.
It's true, and the speeders are nearby. And there's that hover car. Sorry, land speeder.
We better go for the hover car or the land speeder or whatever, because I think the only one who has any piloting skills is land.
Do you
We take
seriously
individual-
not have anything?
I have nothing.
He's the medic.
I am. And in fact, piloting planetary is not a class skill for me, but space is.
What?
Piloting planetary, not a class skill.
It's not a class skill for me either, but I have ranks in it.
Well, you're actually a pilot. It's part of your concept.
Well, la-dee-da. Sick brag.
That's true.
Okay, do you guys want to like shuffle over towards that direction? Inconspicuously?
Yeah.
We make it look like we're looking over his beautiful ship.
Sure.
Like, ooh, it's so nice. Look at those windows. That totally makes sense. Yeah. Purple. No sense of symmetry
calls it
whatsoever. It's
purple.
gorgeous. Yeah, like what you find in a crate dragon's gullet.
How would you know what you find in a crate dragon's gullet?
I've seen some things, man.
I have a life outside of our adventure.
All right, I checked the books, guys. I checked the. Whoa, wait, come on, guys.
Yes,
You admire my ship, huh?
It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like
It
it.
is. It's the Pearl.
Yeah.
It's a shitty name.
Definitely wouldn't advise you steal my ship.
I don't want to steal your ship. We have a ship.
Got no
I-
intention of stealing it.
Yeah, the Bicentennial Bantha, right?
Sure, yeah.
How does he know so much?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he's a
I know.
crime lord who knows things.
I know a lot of things.
Wyatt's just whispering this to himself, so he's like, I'm not as
You're
clever as I
bad,
thought
you're
I
bad at being subtle, Wyatt.
was. Apparently I am.
You run around in a cowboy hat, talking like a weirdo.
But I'm genuinely surprised that. Never mind.
You're infamous, is what it boils down to.
It's
Ooh.
true.
All right. Anyway, I checked the legends. If you guys want to come back over here, the tea's getting cold.
Yes, let us all do that.
So what
Like
does
a
your
normal
ledgers
social
say?
situation.
Well, it looks like we may have come into something similar to what you're after about 6 or 7 months back. It don't really know where it came from. I think one of my guys bought it for it. It's probably been floating around town for a while now. Some kind of family heirloom, maybe?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you do have
So
it.
No, I don't have it.
That's too bad.
You know who
Very
does have it?
little. Well, yeah, I do actually.
Are you going to tell us?
Well, I'd like to talk.
Well, we are talking. Let's keep talking.
You're over there. I don't like to shout. I'm not much for projecting.
Oh, you could have fooled me. You have a very powerful voice.
I know. It instills fear in my enemies and lust in my lady friends.
Oh, I can see how that would happen, yes.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not patronizing you.
He always sounds like that.
This is just
Anyway,
my voice. Why do people always think I'm sarcastic?
It's so high, you know. Have you seen someone about that?
I'm very small.
That doesn't mean you gotta have a high voice.
Well, I mean, physiologically, it kind of does.
Well, maybe you need a second set of lungs.
It's a good idea. I should look into that. Why? Do you have any extra
Yeah,
lungs?
I probably do.
We can think about that later.
It's all about the augmentations, guys.
You.
I
Hey,
don't do
didn't
those
ask
kinds
for
of
this.
observations.
All right. Anyway, guys, I want you to tell me what you think the worst location it could be is.
At this point, I think we should probably try to see if he's if in fact he did call Imperials upon us, and I think that one of us could probably
using
read
the
his emotional
Force.
state. Yeah, something like that.
I like how
the Force.
drudgery it sounds like. I'm using the
using
Force.
I'm using my vast magical powers.
Don't come in
So
here,
time
Ty. I'm
consuming.
using the Force. Jeez. I put a sock on the door.
And it sounded like
So-
Tina Belcher until you got to the suck in the door.
Did it?
Pony. All right. So you're using the
so
Force.
there's a roll.
to-
So there's a roll dice thing on the sense power now. If I roll
Wow.
that, is it just going to roll a force die?
I don't know. Let's find
Oh,
out.
Force rating. Let's find out.
Let's do it. I
Roll
guess
them
that's to see whether you would get the pool, except that's not entirely accurate these days.
Yeah, that would just be like the basic power rolling version.
So if that's not what you're doing, feel free to put your pool together.
Well, no, I was rolling
Nice
the
pool.
basic power version of, because all I have for sense is the basic one. Which I can spend a force point. Spend a force point to sense the current emotional state of one living target.
Okay.
To whom I am in engaged range. Now I generated a dark side force point. So if I want to be able to use it, then I have to take some strain and take some conflict.
That's right.
Let's double check that. Just a second.
Or you can put your trust in the GM.
Never do that.
So, all right. So normally dark side generates no force points and is disregarded. However, the dark side is always offering easy power. I can use it.
You have to use a destiny point or something.
Yeah, I have to flip a destiny point. Suffer strain equal to the number of force points or equal to the number of dark side points used, and suffer conflict equal to the number of dark side points used. So I'm gonna do it. I suffer one strain. Flip one of our light side points. And I take 1 point of conflict. So what is his current emotional state?
He has his current emotional state is that he wants something. And he sees an opportunity to use you guys to get him something.
So he doesn't seem like he's
He's not
Like,
ratted you guys
doesn't
out.
seem like he's like, no, okay.
In fact, he seems like he's pretty much above board. He's emotional state. He's definitely not lying. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
And then Darth Vader bursts in through the
Yeah.
doors. Ooh, the pearls, my ship.
He just cuts it in half.
Finally, my dragon crate pearl.
So, worst
Yeah.
possible place. So the Imperials have it? Or the governor?
Ding, 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 ding. Carla Hall. Governor around these parts.
I
Shit.
was really worried he was going to continue that last name and it was going to go to a really dark place.
What? Who do you think I was gonna say?
Never mind. All right, so the governor. So
Yeah.
Wyatt
Let's-
is slowly squinting right at Gan.
What? What's that look for?
If this
So
thing
this
is
is-
in the governor's mansion, right?
Yes, that's right.
It feels an awful lot like you're just about to ask us to rob the place.
You know why? That's why you've got such a big brain. There I was gonna tiptoe around the subject, but yeah, you've kind of pulled back the curtains. She likes to collect things, and I want some of the things that she's got.
So, sort of a scratch your back, you scratch mine sort of situation. We steal
That's
something for
right.
you give us information. We also steal the thing we need.
Yeah, I mean, there are various ways we can help each other out here. I mean, you got to get inside of her mansion for one, and well, I mean, it's on the back of that museum of Spintar that they're all so proud about.
Right.
Getting in's not easy. They don't just let anybody in these days.
and what
Well-
is it that you want?
She's got a few things that I'd be interested in. I mean, there's some info that she's got, some old, I mean, just a lot of old stuff. Let's put it that way. I can give you a list if you'd like.
Yeah, why don't you just draw yourself up a shopping list and we can just pull it up out of the aisles.
I mean, I'm not asking too much here, am I?
No, of course. Just robbing the governess who I believe it was said that there were Imperials at her place.
We certainly do love the attention of the Imperial government.
And
That's
as well you should. Hail Palpatine.
Everybody murmurs something like "Hail, Palpatine."
Hail
Space
Papadums.
Trump. Anyway,
Hail, Pompadours.
Hail Poppin' Fresh.
Hey, hey,
Pop it
stop
on.
poking my belly. Stop poking my belly. Anyway. I mean, as you guys know, she's the... I mean, she is an Imperial. She's the governor here. They handpicked her to come out here and keep an eye on this place. Kind of, one of those ambassadorships that they give old politicians. You know how it goes.
Sure.
Yeah. So she likes to collect things. She's got a lot of old stuff, but getting into where she's likely keeping this thing is no small ask. And I mean, I think it's only fair that if I help you guys get in, that I get a little something back.
Wyatt claps his hands together. Sure, let's rob this place.
Yeah, that's the spirit of Wyatt. The stories I've heard about you and McGruff.
Well, definitely my partner will be necessary to get some of the things you were talking about.
I would hope so. The man's legendary, aren't you, McGruff? You're such a good boy.
Yes. I'm very much legendary.
Oh. I know those exploits that I've been hearing about you in the last month have been absolutely crazy.
They are all true. Every single one.
Wow. Anyway, it's like this. So, yeah, let me just kind of show you. So he pulls out a little projector. No, in fact, he signals and like a fucking droid wheels up and does a cool 3D hologram showing the museum itself.
McGruff leans over to while the projector's being rolled out. Have we done any exploits in the last month? I've been in a hammock. How does he know?
I don't know. It's pretty creepy that this guy knows about us. I feel like he might be a stalker, but we're just going to have to go play nice on this one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. A hammock.
So as you can see, this is the museum itself. Now, normally only, visiting dignitaries, people with the right kind of paperwork can get in there. But, zoom, enhance, zoom. All right, so this skywalk here, that's what leads to her secure wing. And that, I'm betting, is where she's got your cube. And also the stuff that I want.
How convenient.
It's weird, but that's where she keeps the cream of the crop. You can't just leave stuff out for any ragtag group of ne'er-do-wells to come on in and just hoist stuff.
True.
Yeah, you gotta have security, layers of it, all kinds of cameras, motion sensors, those lasers that'll catch you moving, and motion sensors, a lot of motion sensors.
Right. You said that like 5 times.
I know. I want to stress how important that is. Now, there's a few things I want, but it's no easy task. She's expecting something from us.
She is expecting something from us?
Yeah, from me and my men. From
Oh, I see.
from the heavy gang. We movers. That's what we do. We move things from side to side, back and forth, in and out of all kinds of secure facilities. But if I'm going to take a risk and get you guys into the secure wing, I mean, that's not an easy ask. Like I said, that's exposure for me and my guys.
Right. We're well past the part of agreeing to steal things for you, so let's move to the part where we do it.
I mean, I'm just saying, I want you to be fully aware of what you're getting into bed with, Wyatt. It's a long look at Wyatt.
He opens his mouth several times to say something. Like he really wants to say something witty right there, but he manages to clamp down on it.
Oh, I see you're realizing the magnitude, the pop of what we're getting into.
The girth and the width, my friend. Now, are you suggesting we are going to hide away in your boxes, or is something else going to happen?
That's essentially what it boils down to. Yeah. She's expecting a few things. Now, if we were to grease the wheel well enough, there's a good chance that she might, drop you guys down the back, past the skywalk into her secure wing. Items of great value that she doesn't want anyone but herself to see. But it's gonna cost you guys.
Cost us.
That's right. I'll put it to you this way. People hire us. Essentially, you'd be hiring us. And for every bit of help we provide in your endeavors, our payment goes up. So like I said, I've got a shopping list.
All right.
Now I have it on good authority that getting out is gonna be even harder than getting in. So I don't know if you guys would just want to play it by chance, or if you want the movers to provide a little bit of assistance on your way out.
This sounds like something we're going to need to discuss at length. So perhaps we could get back to you in a later date.
A later date, I mean... Alright, but this shipment's gotta go in 2 days.
2 days. We'll be ready by then.
So you're saying we've got a deal?
I think we got a deal.
How much of a deal? I thought you just said you needed to talk about this.
Right, we need a plan. Come on, we're heisting a place. You don't just walk in there. You got to figure it out. So maybe we need your help. Maybe we don't.
Discuss the art of the deal.
Exactly. The lawman is totally right on this.
Wait, lawman?
Oh.
Oh God, it all falls apart. Well, that's just my nickname.
He's more of a hired goon, I think.
Totally hired good.
But Hut word is law where he comes from, and if he's hired by a Hut, then yeah, lawman fits. I guess.
Wait.
McGruff looks up to the side.
Emergency force mind wipe.
But just wipe his brain and start over again.
I don't think
Look.
any of us can do that.
What,
Except
was,
we
that,
all fail our roles, so we just hit him in the head real hard till he forgets.
was I not supposed to mention a Hut? What does this guy care? He's not under the... He's not in the thrall of the Hut that we're talking about. He's got his own business.
I don't know. I feel like Huts might be a trigger word for Twi'leks.
Look. All I know is you just said lawman. Lawman for the Huts, is that right?
Look, friend, it's just kind of like a nickname. You see, he was suffering in a tragic tractor accident some years ago, and
Ran right over my foot, it did.
That's what he thinks anyway. But it was a nickname that stuck with him. Just let it pass. Just let it pass.
What?
He's not no lawman. He's here with me. What do you think he is?
Indeed. Would a
Does he
lawman be
look-
hanging around this crew of reprobates and ne'er-do-wells? I think not.
Wyatt gets a look on his face for just 1 second. It's like, yeah, why is he hanging out with us?
Plus, look at this guy. Does he look like a cop to you?